Cozumel. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to Cozumel, one of Mexico's most beautiful Caribbean islands. This tropical paradise is a must-visit for anyone seeking adventure, relaxation, or a little bit of both. So let's dive in and explore Cozumel together. We're James and Steph. We love to travel and our dream is to reach financial independence so we can do it full time. Subscribe so you can follow our journey. Hey you, how's it feel to be back? Our journey begins with flying into Cancun International Airport. We would have flown directly into Cozumel, but we were meeting family who didn't have the option to fly there directly. Our plan was to take the ADO bus to the ferry terminal in Playa del Carmen, but when we got to the bus stand, a guy offered to take us in a private shuttle for 1250 pesos, or about $62. It was just about $10 more than the bus for the four of us, so we took him up on his offer. After he dropped us off, Steph decided we should cut across the Paseo del Carmen shopping mall. You should probably go around if you have luggage because the ground was like cobblestone bricks. But we made it through without damaging our luggage and arrived at the ferry terminal.
Playa del Carmen.
There's 3 ferry operators that will take you across to Cozumel. They're all pretty much the same, so you can just choose whichever one leaves next. For us, that was Xcaret for 580 pesos round trip. This was our first view of the beautiful turquoise water, and it's a big reason why we always come back to this area.
What are you doing?
Waiting to go to Cozumel. Excited.
After about a 45-minute ferry ride, we finally arrived in Cozumel. Once we arrived, we went to the taxi stand to take us to the Airbnb.
Shopping! En Cozumel. Shopping!
We were expecting the taxi to be around 80 pesos, but they refused to take us for less than 150. I said it was fine because it's only about $8, but Steph was offended, so we walked across to the other taxi site to see if they would give us a better price. They wouldn't.
You got a good deal? How much?
Why you're so mean?
They told us the same price, $150.
We got the taxi, now we're heading to the Airbnb.
Finally. After all that drama.
We finally made it to the Airbnb. We stayed at a place called Coral Island Suites on the north part of Cozumel Central. It was one of the more affordable options we could find with a high rating, and we enjoyed our stay here. So we'll leave a link in the description. Drinking water was provided along with everything to cook basic meals. There was a really nice pool, and the grounds were beautifully kept with various plants.
Master bedroom.
There were also free bikes available, which was an added bonus. Another bathroom here. Alright, we just arrived at the Airbnb. We're going to rest a little bit and then head out for dinner. It's always cool walking around the town to get a glimpse of how the locals live. Also, we love seeing all the local dogs. Are you hungry? Me too. Me too. We ate dinner at a restaurant called Hoshi. They serve Japanese food like sushi, ramen, and rice dishes, but they also have some really amazing hamburgers. We all ordered different things, and everything was really tasty. There's a small inside area, but most of the seating is outside in a beautifully decorated garden area.
Delicioso.
And why aren't you using your chopsticks?
Next, we walked right across the street to Soriana to get groceries. Pretty interesting how they make you ask the security guy at the front for plastic bags, and they just have a bunch of pork sitting out there in the middle of the aisle. So we took our bag of pork and headed back to the Airbnb.
Excited for tomorrow breakfast.
What are we eating?
James is going to wake up early to do the breakfast for us.
Of course, we couldn't go too long without checking out the pool also. Let's go check out the pool. There's a barbecue. It's the next morning. We're about to cook breakfast and then go head to the beach for the first time.
See you soon, guys. See you soon.
The next morning, Steph made us breakfast of sandwiches, eggs, and coffee. What are you making?
Huevos. Eggs.
Wait, I almost fell. Then we hopped on the bikes and headed towards the Malecón.
Ready?
Or?
Party. Bicycle
Ooh,
party.
his has a bell. A bit north of Centro is the Monumento a la Hispanidad, which celebrates the island's historical ties to Spanish colonization and the cultural blend with Mayan influence. Across from the monument is Playa Casitas. There's a grassy area with trees for shade. A lot of the locals come to hang out here. The actual beach area is rocky, but once you're in the water, it's a great place to snorkel and swim. Steph also found a starfish, so she was really excited about that.
Una estrella de mar. Y mueve las cositas por abajo.
There's Stephanie. She's been swimming for about 5 hours straight now.
After several hours, we got back on the bikes and rode along the Malecón back towards Centro. There's all kinds of cool statues along the way, so we made sure to stop at each one to check them out. We rode through Benito Juarez Park in the heart of Cozumel Centro, where we found the Cozumel sign, monuments, and sculptures. But we were dehydrated and on a mission to find some refreshments. So we stopped at Coz Coffee Roasting Company for some drinks. Steph always complains that I finish my drinks too fast.
How come you finished your jerk already?
Just finished eating dinner. Time to go to the pool.
Second time.
Alright, it's day 3. Today we're waiting on the rental car. Gonna explore the east side of the island. We rented the car from HTL Rentals. It was our second time and we were happy with the service.
Abajo. We got the carro. Yuppie. Let's party whole day.
The first stop was to Chedraui so we could reload on snacks and drinks. If you're looking for a nice beach with soft white sand, you might be in for some disappointment. All the beaches like that are along the west side of the island, and as far as we could tell, you have to pay the beach clubs to access them. It's probably worth it if you're visiting the island, but we went with the free options. We took the car to the east side of the island. The first stop was El Mirador, a really nice photo spot and lots of souvenir vendors there as well.
Amigos, estamos en el mirador. Un lugar hermoso con mucho azul. It's a very beautiful rocky place, so be careful when you step on. And it's beautiful oceano view. So definitely do not miss it. Check it out.
We continued on to spend the day at Playa Chen Rio. The beach is really beautiful and definitely worth a visit. Also, the cell signal is really bad on this side of the island, so be sure to plan ahead for that.
I'm ready to swim, and the water looks delicious and beautiful.
The east side of the island is generally considered dangerous to swim, but at Chen Rio, the beach is protected by rocks that create a really nice and relatively calm natural pool to swim in. We also crossed over the rock barrier to snorkel, but you do get whipped around quite a bit by the waves, so exercise caution. I suck at swimming, and Steph claims that I almost died here. Hey you. There's 2 restaurants right there on the beach. El Pescador is cash only and has a really diverse menu with pretty much anything you could want. We ate there a couple of years ago and the food and service were great. The other restaurant, Restaurant Chen Rio, seemed to be seafood only and they do accept credit cards for an extra fee. So because of the snacks we bought earlier, we didn't have enough cash left to eat at the restaurant, so we had to go back to the room to get more. So we chose a tiny local spot for dinner, but they told us half the menu wasn't available, and they didn't really seem all that interested in our business, so we just left.
Look at my face, so roja.
Okay, we're gonna go eat some tacos. Stephanie got in a fight with the place right before.
No fight, they didn't have anything, so do not waste your time coming here, amigos. Let's go to the other one.
Then we walked down the street and had dinner at Taqueria Salam. This place had a really cool atmosphere and the tacos were delicious.
Take 2 of the restaurant.
The drinks were also really good and they also had hamburgers here as well.
What did you think about the tool? My
Mucho,
nose.
baby. It was delicious.
Would you eat there
Definitely
again?
recommend it. Yes.
Then we drove back to the Malecón to find a place to swim. There's plenty of places near the restaurants where the locals go to swim. And it was our final night in Cozumel, so we had to swim in the pool one last time. What are you doing?
Getting ready to go to the second place.
So join us next time as we continue our journey on the mainland. We hope you enjoyed seeing Cozumel. Let us know what we missed in the comments, and please like and subscribe to motivate us to keep going. Thanks so much for watching.
Let's go.